Fantastic to be joined by Elliot Spencer. We've been friends since we were like 6 years old. Elliot, you have single-handedly sold over 100 property deals as a deal packager. What are you doing right now in lockdown, my friend?
Trying to sell, still selling, which is good. I'm a big, massive believer. People who are sitting back doing nothing, then those are the type of people that ain't going to help the economy. They're not going to help this recession. Now more than ever, now is the time to be selling, trying to earn some money.
What are you selling though?
Trying to keep the head above water.
How are you selling in this lockdown? When you're stuck at home, you can't even view houses.
All you need is a phone and a laptop. That's all you need.
All right. You were telling me about South Wales and stuff. You've been looking at some deals down there. I mean, are you pretty? I mean, I don't know if you're like me. I am enjoying and making the most of this time, but I'm desperate for it to end as well. Like, I want to leave the house, man.
Yeah. No, I definitely. I want to leave the house. I'm trying to keep myself fit. I go for a walk, jog every day. But yeah,
entrepreneur though that I've spoke to that's successful. No one has said to me, "Oh, it's terrible. Oh my gosh, I'm worried." And like, no one said that. I've been speaking to many of my entrepreneurial friends that are successful, yourself included, and everyone's just talking about the opportunities and everyone's trying to be positive.
And you've got to be.
Has it hit you financially? I know it's hit me financially. I hope that I'll end up being richer because of it. But right now, I mean, I was selling some houses, which I've had to pull from auction because I was just getting stupid offers. I was about to refinance a load of houses, but now the valuers can't go out, and it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do that anytime soon. And they're saying they can only 60% instead of 75%. My training business has had to completely stop, to completely halt. I had to cancel, I don't know exactly how many, but probably dozens of events. So it's hit me hard. But then as an entrepreneur, there's also opportunities that it's created. So I've put my training online, which is very, very cool. I'm finding really some property deals that I was looking at sort of like 6-12 months ago, and the owners were saying, no, I can't go that low, or no, I can't do that lease option agreement or whatever. I'm now getting people crawl out the woodwork saying, actually, when we have a chat, things are happening, opportunities are opening up. I've just recently, I say bought, I'm in the process of buying a piece of land, which is going to be actually free, a free piece of land where I'm doing a joint venture with the owner, and they're going to get a percentage of the profits. That might not have happened if it wasn't for this time. I think any entrepreneur is, by definition, they have to look at the positives and try and actually hustle and make some money, which is what you're doing.
Of course you do. Yeah, you've got two types of people in this world. You've got the one type of person who's poor me. It's not my fault, but there's not a lot I can do. So I'm going to sit back and watch Netflix for the next 6, 7, 8 weeks. Or you've got people who are going to hustle, get their head down and try and make some money and try and see the positives and the silver lining of this mess and try and do something about it. I love a challenge and I'm really enjoying it. At the minute, it is challenging. Yes, it's affected me. It's affected my business massively, but there's not a lot we can do.
So you're a salesperson. You're a salesperson. You're a property entrepreneur. Have you had to adapt?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, massively about to adapt. So a lot of my selling was.
What are you doing different?
Well, I can't leave my home, can I? That's the first thing. I can't leave my home. So it's now all over the phone.
You're taking everything all on the phone, all online.
All on the phone, all online. That's all it is now. Video calls, Zoom calls. I didn't have a Zoom account before this. I didn't know what Zoom was.
When you say you're a salesperson, that kind of like, I don't know, people, my audience might not like that because they think, hang on a minute.
No, they don't.
They might think, this is a property channel and you're talking all about sales. They won't like that. I've had conversation with people. I'm trying to sell a product and they're not having it.
Again, people are scared. People are in fear. People are losing their jobs. People have had to adapt again financially. Sales at the minute, it's not. Some people highly frown upon it, and other people, now's the time to buy, and you don't know until you.
Now's the time when every entrepreneur has to realise that they better get good at sales.
Exactly. Oh, if you weren't good at sales before, you might as well forget it because now you've got to get really good. Now you've got to serve more. You've got to give more value now more than ever, which is difficult over the phone. So you've got to give more value. You've got to serve, and you've got to make them want the product.
Yeah, listen, apologies to anyone that's listening about the bad line. I know the line's not great, but hopefully you can hear what my man Elliot's saying, because this guy, I mean, Elliot, you sold over 100 property deals while you're working with me as a property sourcer. What's your... I think that everybody needs to learn to sell in this time. If you do nothing else during this lockdown time, learn to sell properly. Learn to sell, because if you don't sell, then you're not going to eat.
No, I massively agree. I do massively agree.
What tips have you got as a salesperson?
Wow, great question. Tips, like I said, you've got to serve. It's not as easy as it was before, where people probably had spare cash lying around that they could invest in things, or they could better themselves in, you know, additional courses or mentoring or training. People are scared. Like I said, they don't want to spend their money at the minute. They want to hold on to it. The people that are in jobs, they're scared they're going to get furloughed, or they're going to lose their jobs, or they're not going to have a job to get back to. So yeah, you've got, at the minute, I can't stress how important this is. You've got to give value. You've got to give value and content.
You've got to give value then. So you're talking to a deal seller. You're a deal seller. I'm a deal seller. I just sold a deal last week and I filmed it and put it out there. Like, what do you mean by serve? You mean you've got to give genuine opportunities to people that are very, very lucrative, rather than just selling average deals, average.
Yeah.
By serve, you mean you've got to really think, I'm going to treat my customers right now as if they're my family, and I'm going to give them the best of the best of the best. And then as a reward of that, I'm going to keep getting my fee. Whereas all the salespeople are selling average deals in an average way, you know, suddenly the things are drying up right now. So you got to be the best by giving the best deals and by. Is that what you mean by serving?
That's what. That's exactly what I mean. I'm sorry if I didn't clarify. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
So how do you
can't sell an average deal anymore. You certainly SA is on its ass at the minute. Nobody wants service accommodation because Airbnb, Booking.com, they've pulled all the bookings. So service accommodation is massively on its ass. I'm looking at the buy, refurb, refinance. I think that's a really, really good one at the minute. The issue that we're going to have with that is when we do remortgage the properties, are they going to remortgage, or are they going to value what they were a couple of weeks ago?
They will value up. You just need to make sure you've got cushion, because banks have got money. So this is not like 2008 where the banks didn't have any money. Banks have got a lot of money. The reason that mortgage companies aren't lending very easily now is because they physically can't get to the houses because of the lockdown. Property prices are going to drop. They are dropping. They're predicted to drop about 15% this year. So I think as long as you factor that into the deal, and as long as you say, listen, if this drops a bit in value, how much am I going to be able to refinance this for? If I can't refinance it on a 75% loan to value, if I can only do it at 65, you just got to de-risk everything by looking at the worst case. I think buying a property, restoring it, pushing the value up, you know, as long as you're buying it. The good thing about BRR is now you can buy heavily below market value. Now you can get bargains, which is going to make it easier at the end. So maybe the deals that you were looking at 3 months ago, you now need to go back to with a lower offer. You know, so I think there's opportunities, but it's just different. And as an entrepreneur, you've got to adapt.
Of course you do.
Got to adapt. The people that don't adapt are the people that are going to lose right now. And service accommodation, I've seen people adapting their strategy with service accommodation. I've seen people quitting, and I've seen people adapting. And I mean, I'm on my videos on YouTube, I've always said about service accommodation. You see people on Winners Wednesday that come on and they've got like 10 grand a month coming from service accommodation. But you'll see my students, I've always been advised and trained to have more than one leg holding up their table. I'll always say cash flow, service accommodation is good for cash flow. Right now it's hit. It's a business. All business has been hit. My business has been hit. Cash flow, then you invest in long-term wealth, you know? Definitely. So what kind of deals? What kind of deals are you looking to package, sell, buy? What are you looking at?
So I'm looking at stuff down in South Wales at the minute. They're all sort of they're dumps. They're absolute dumps. They need a lot of work doing to them.
That was where my house was, South Wales, on the video.
Say that again.
That was where the house was that I packaged and sold last week. That was also in South Wales.
Yeah. I've been looking I've actually been looking South Wales since they took the toll off the bridge between Bristol and Newport. Yeah.
How do you sell the deal then? You find a good deal. It's a cracking deal. Okay. How do you sell it to an investor? How do you get that money right now?
Okay. So obviously you've got to build up yourself a a database of investors. You can do that through, Facebook, social media. Obviously, usually, networking events. But you're limited at the minute. You can't do that. So at the minute, it's all getting on the phone. It's all social media, building up a sort of profile online, building up a bit of a presence online. Build up, get your database, get email addresses, create a CRM system, and then every time you got a deal, make sure it's one day each week. Make sure it's the exact same time so that your investors look out for it, and then just send out an email to your investors. Tell them that they're going to go. And get in touch.
People are struggling, but there are still people doing deal sourcing successfully. I spoke to Alistair. He sold deals last week. I know you're selling still. Max is selling. I've spoken to some of my academy members that are selling. It's not easy, but what I said recently is, if you can sell during the lockdown, then when lockdown finishes, it's suddenly going to feel really easy. Mm-hmm. And suddenly you feel like, man, like I sold 3 deals during the month of lockdown, and now lockdown's finished, and I can sell 6 deals now. Mm-hmm. So how did you get so good? I know I trained you up a lot.
You very gracefully made me attend your deal selling mastery class a couple of years ago. Yeah, it was the best 3 days of my life.
Interesting thing is this, like I get accused because I'm a salesperson as well. I'm a property investor. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a salesperson. I'm a businessman. Like, you got to sell. And people say, I don't like being sold to. Well, listen, if you don't like being sold to, then you won't be able to sell. Lest you be So if you don't like being sold to, you better get used to liking it, because otherwise you're going to have this conscience about selling. The key is have a great product, a great service, find someone that needs it and fits the bill, and then bring the two together. That's selling. So people say to me, I'm a salesperson, but the thing is, I sell great stuff. I sell great property deals. I sell great training programs. You wanted to get good at training and stuff. I made you go on my training program. My family, my sister paid for my training. Like, that's just it. You've done the deal selling masterclass, and even now in lockdown, as a result of the skills that you learned in how to sell, you're still making money.
I am. 3.5 years later on. Yeah, I'm still making money. It was a great investment. It was 3 days of my life, and it's training I'll take with me for the rest of my life. It's stuff that now I'll be doing this till I'm 60. I'm 27. We're what, 28?
Because that's the thing. The best thing to invest in is property, but property can crumble sometimes. As we're seeing right now, property prices dipping. But the one thing that you can never take away is when you invest in yourself.
Knowledge, exactly. You can take, massively.
People that are going to survive this crisis, because you might have got some good property deals and got lucky by just buying right and making some money. But right now, you're going to be struggling. Whereas the people that invested in themselves, and the entrepreneurs and the smart people, the people that can adapt and the people that can sell,
massively. I'm learning every day, and you know what? I'll read books every day. But now that we're in this lockdown, now is the time. Now is the time to self-educate yourself. Get yourself educated, because when we do get out this storm, which we will do, this ain't going to hang around forever. But when we do, I'm going to be hitting the ground running. I'm going to be going again, and I'm going to know even more now than what I did before. And this, I can't stress this to enough people when I'm speaking to people. This is the time. Don't sit on your ass and watch Netflix. Don't sit in the garden. Doing nothing. Do something with this time. Educate yourself. Get educated. Do courses. Read books. Do what you can. And then when we get out of this storm, bang! Because there's going to be a lot of businesses going under with this. There's going to be a lot of we've seen it already with the big businesses going. There's going to be a lot of small businesses that go under. This is going to cripple a lot of people. And you can either be one of the people get crippled, or you can just fight it. You can educate yourself. And when we come out of this, go at it and go at it hard.
Watching this, who feels like they're getting crippled, like, listen, failing and succeeding are not two different things. You can be hitting this storm right now, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna be able to get through it. So
of course,
you could literally lose everything. You could lose your job right now. People are losing their jobs. That does not mean that you're a failure. That just means that you got hit hard by a storm. Now it's time to get through it stronger. And sometimes when we go through the fire, we come through refined and stronger than ever. So
definitely, sometimes you've got to face real pains in order to grow and get better. Make sure it never happens again.
Yeah, and I think This is going to show people right now, people that were being comfortable, people that had a nice, comfortable job and they had everything nice and comfortable. And now it's like, actually, geez, I can't rely on the government. I can't rely on my employers. I can't rely on the only thing people can rely on right now is themselves and their skills and their knowledge. And I think that the best skill right now to be learning is sales, because property business is a people business. If you can't communicate with people, if you can't negotiate, if you can't get deals, you know, if you don't know how to secure lease option agreement deals because you don't know what to say, if you don't know how to package and sell deals, if you don't know how to negotiate below market value deals, and use this opportunity as an excuse to get absolute bargain deals. But if you can't articulate that and you don't know how to sell, then it's not going to happen. So that's awesome, man. I'm excited about what you're doing, bro.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm excited to what you're doing as well, the online stuff. That's awesome.
Yes. Well, the Deal Selling Masterclass as well, by the way, for anyone who's watching this, the Deal Selling Masterclass, the same program that Elliot went on, and hundreds of people have paid thousands of pounds for, because people used to come to the crash course and then they'd buy the Deal Selling Masterclass and they'd learn how to be a deal package, and then they'd end up on Winners Wednesday and stuff. I think, was it £2,000-3,000? That's what hundreds of people have paid. Right now it's online and it's half that price. So Elliot, you know all about that. Is it maybe I could leave I'll leave a description with your email and you can sell them on how to be a good salesperson.
Thank you.
Yeah, honestly. I'll leave a link in the description. Elliot, would you be happy to talk to somebody? Disclaimer: I give you a small little amount of commission when you sign people up for the courses. That's how this rolls. Then win for them, win for me, win for you. But are you happy for me to give you put your email in the description if anyone wants to contact you and you can jump on with them?
Yeah, I'm happy. Oh yeah, I'm happy to give 10, 20 minutes of my time with people if they want, if they want any sales tips, if they're already deal sources and they want to learn how to get better, if they want any tips, yeah.
That's really kind.
Leave my email, leave my number.
And you need to sell them on the Deal Selling Masterclass.
I will.
And you should ring Elliot up just to see how he sells it to you. And even if you have no intention of doing the Deal Selling Masterclass, which you really should, you should ring Elliot just to see how he sells it. You'll see how good he is. Because the same way Elliot's going to sell the Deal Selling Masterclass is the exact.
That's how I sell my deals.
You sell your deals. That's how you run your business.
That's how I sell my deals.
So I'll leave your email. Send Elliot an email saying I'm interested in the Deal Selling Masterclass. He'll respond immediately with his phone number, and then boom shaka. Also, your name's Elliot Spencer, so they can add you on Facebook, connect with you.
Yeah, I'm all over you. I'm all over the Property Investors page. I'm all over your page.
I'm glad to see you still. I'm glad to see you still winning. I appreciate your friendship, and I look forward to hanging out, having a barbecue once all this is over, my friend.
Definitely. I need to come see a new pad.
Peace out, man.